So welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Today we will be looking into 100 most expected SNAP AR and LR questions. So this is the part 1. We'll be doing another part. Yeah, good afternoon, Varun. Yeah, it happens for both these types of slots, Varun. For the difficult ones as well as for the easier ones. Okay, so we have already discussed what is the syllabus of SNAP exam and what kind of questions are you going to expect in your English, reasoning and maths. So this is the first question on logical reasoning. If U is equal to M is greater than J is equal to R and J is equal to S less than T, then which of the following options is not correct? So this is an inequality question, right? It may be that U, M, J, R, S, T, these are, people with certain weights or maybe people with certain height, such that the height of U and M, they are same. The height of M is greater than J. The height of J and R are same. Okay. So we need to figure out which of the following options is not correct. So some of you will be very quick with this. You don't have to redraw anything. Some of you will have to redraw and then understand it. So there are two ways to denote the ranking. Ranking as in the increasing or decreasing order, or we can say non-decreasing or non-increasing order of certain values. Okay, one is using an inequality, another is using a vertical column. So U is equal to M. I'm going to write it beside them so that they are equal. M is greater than J, so I'm going to write J beneath it and J and R next to each other because J and R, they are same. Then I will look at the next one. It says J is equal to S, as in J and S, they should be at the same level. And S is less than T. If S is less than T means we are going to have possibilities, right? So T can be anywhere right above S below U and M, or T can be along with U and M, or T can be even above U and M, right? So which of the following options is not correct? J is less than T. This is correct. M is greater than T. May be correct, may be wrong. J is less than T. Okay, there is a repetition. R is equal to S. This is also correct. So the only option which is not correct is B. M is greater than T. That is not a surety, right? Okay. Another question, same, rank based. Not exactly we are going to write down the ranks, but it's more about the hierarchy, right? S1 to S7 are 7 students. S6 is taller than S5. So S6 is taller than S5 but shorter than S4. So if I consider them to be increasing height, so this is how I will be writing. S3 and S2 are shorter than S1. So we have S1 and then we have S2 and S3 are shorter. So we don't know where S2 and S3 will lie. तो इसको हम लोग ऐसे लिख लेते हैं. S1 beneath it, we will write down S2 and S3 like this. So that we will not specify right away S2 is taller than S3 or whether he is shorter or whether they are of equal height, right? S5 is shorter than S3 but taller than S2. So S5 is shorter than S3 but taller than S2. Okay. S2 is the shortest among them. So this is the bottommost place where S2 will go. इससे नीचे कोई नहीं है. S7 is shorter than S5. So if S7 is shorter than S5, so this is how we should be writing. Now, these are the 4 sequences or the 4 ranks that we have seen. Now we are going to club them and see, if we can uniquely identify who lies where. So S2 is at the bottom. We can't write S5 because before that S7 is going to take the place. Then we are going to have S5. The moment I reach here, I don't have to solve any further because we do have S2, S7, S5, 3 people right here. We will have S3 and S1, दो लोग और आएंगे ऊपर, and S6 and S4 भी आएंगे. So a total of 7 people. These are the 7 people we are dealing with. So how many students are taller than S5? So there are 2 people who are shorter than S5. S5 is there himself. So obviously the remaining 4 people will be taller than him. And we don't have to actually figure out the sequence of those 4 people because we just answered it, right? So we can save some time. So the answer is going to be first option, 4. Next, how many times are the hands of a clock at right angle in the March month of a year? It's simple. In one day, that is 24 hours, the hands of the clock are at 90 degrees, or we can say that the hands of a clock are perpendicular to each other. That is going to happen 44 times. I believe you must be aware of this. The hands meet 11 times out of every 12 hours. So 22 times out of every 24 hours. And if they meet 22 times, they will be perpendicular twice of that, before meeting and after meeting. So in one day, if they are going to be, perpendicular 44 times, so month of March, now March is a month which has 31 days. So 31 days में कितनी बार होगा? 44 into 31 times. Now, 2 ways to solve this. 44 means it should be in the table of 4, it should be in the table of 11, right? We can use 11 का multiple, देखते लेते हैं कौन सा है. So 1348 is not in the table of 11. 1364 is in the table of 11. 1244 is not in the table of 11. 1472 is not in the table of 11 क्योंकि 44 तो होना है. So B is our answer. Or we could have multiplied not the entire thing, but just a part of it, because the last 2 digits itself will tell us exactly which answer we are dealing with. Last digit 4, we have 2 possibilities, right? So last 2 digits. Okay. So in decoded relationship, best question, right? If A3B means A is the daughter of B, so 3 का मतलब daughter हो गया, 5 का मतलब father हो गया, 7 means mother, 9 means wife. Then given that this is the code, how is K related to H? Okay, so L3H. So L3, 3 means L is going to be daughter of H. Okay, we are done with this. H7I. 7 means H is the mother of I. So I is another person and H is the mother. So that straight away tells us that H is a female. So we're done with H part also. I5J. 5. That means I is the father of J. So I becomes a male, and of course these two are siblings. So I is the father of J. So we are done with I5 as well. And J9K. Okay, we needed a relationship between K and H. So J9K. So 9 means wife. So J is wife of K. So this is what we have. Now question is, how is K related to H? As in H is going to call K by which relationship? Is it son-in-law? Is it grandson-in-law? So it's like, if you think that you are H, of course, if you are a male, you will have to consider yourself a female. Your kid's kid is married to someone. So your granddaughter is married. So the person that your granddaughter is married to will become in-law, son-in-law. But since it's 2 levels below, so it's going to be grand. So grandson-in-law makes sense, right? Okay. Believe this is linear arrangement, right? So 11 girls A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K are sitting in a row facing north. Okay. So we have 11 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they all are facing north, right? We will start from that particular person whose position we are going to be sure about, right? B is to the immediate right of D and third to the left of K. No idea where they are. C is third to the left of A. No idea. C is an immediate neighbor of I and J and third to the right of G. No idea. I second to the left of A, who is at one of the ends. इससे शुरू कर सकते हैं. There is no comma here. Okay. So I second to the left of A, who is at one of the ends. So if I consider A here, I second to the left. So first left, second left, this is where I should be. So this is what we can think about. ठीक है. I'm assuming that there is a comma missing over here. ठीक है. So if there is a comma, that means this who is about A. If there is no comma, that means I is about A. Then I turns out to be at the leftmost end and A is going to be two places to his right. तो अभी फिलहाल इसको assume करके चलते हैं. ठीक है. Now we have to find out sentences which deal with I or A. So do we see I again? Yes, I is here. Do we see A again? A is here. ठीक है, इसको करते हैं. C is third to the left of A. C is first, second, third. So this is where C is. Okay, so this just proves that comma was missing, because if I had been the leftmost, A second to his right, then there was no way C could have been third place to the left of A, right? So ये तो fix है. Okay, C is an immediate neighbor of I and J. So I and J, the immediate neighbor, will only happen if J is to the left of C. And third to the right of G. C is third to the right of G. So G should be third to the left of C. So first, second, third. So this is where G should be. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Question is, who is sitting in the middle? So if there are 11 people, we need the sixth guy from left or right to be sitting in the middle, right? So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this is the guy who is supposed to be in the middle, right? Okay. A is sitting next to the left of D. Next, ekdam left, right? And D second to the left of H. So options chale. Can we have A? No. Can we have J? No. So one among K and E. Okay, dekhte hain. B is to the immediate right of D and third to the left of K. B is to the immediate right of D. B is supposed to be immediate right of D and third to the left of K. K can't be here because his third to the left will not work. K can be here, so that first, second, third to the left, we can have B, but then D will not have any place, right? So the only position K can go is at the center. So that K ka first left, second left, third left, this is where B should be. And then D should be to the left of B, so that B is immediate right of D and this will happen. And E is sitting next to the left of D, this is where E should be. And D second to the left of H, this is where H will be. So just fill this up so that we would know what is happening. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F is missing. So F is supposed to be here. Anyways, we had already figured out where K is. So I was just completing this sequence so that I was more confident that I did not miss out on anything, right? Okay. In a certain code, conchology is written as whatever that is. How will paleography be written in that code? So there are a lot of different rules for encoding something, right? You can simply reverse it, you can break it into half and then reverse it, then jumble them up. You can change the letters completely by moving one place, two place, k places ahead or in the reverse order in the English alphabet, right? यहाँ देखते हैं क्या हो रहा है. So we have CONCOLOGY, we have YGOLO, so it's just the reverse, right? Conchology, just reverse कर दिया. So whatever you pronounce or you read from left to right, the sequence of the letters will be exactly the same when you read it from right to left. तो इसका भी just opposite करना है. And जब इसका opposite करोगे तो don't check one by one or don't write down everything and then check. Look at the options and see कि you see PHY, 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 then you ये तो same है ना, so it's not going to help, right? PHY, P and A are together, so right after P you need to have an A, so ये तो नहीं होगा. Next AR, 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 then you have GOE, GOA and GEO. So after RA you need a GO. G and O should be together right after R. So right after R, G and O should be together, so D doesn't make sense. And right after O, E should be there and not A. So B becomes your answer. So you don't have to always select the answer by finding out the the correct sequence or the response when it comes to encoding decoding. You can reject the ones that don't make sense. Okay. 7 employees T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z reach their factory in a particular sequence. I believe this should be again a linear arrangement. So we have these 7 employees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they reach. So reach को मैं ऐसे ले लेता हूँ. So this is the gates of the factory. So they are supposed to enter. So जो जिस order में खड़ा है उस तरफ से reach कर रहा है. So Y reaches immediately before T but does not follow W. So Y reach. So not going to put it over here, right? Do we have anyone who is fixed? So V is the last one to reach. Okay. We don't have any statement which deals with V, and we don't have any statement which tells us who starts. ठीक है. तो इस ऐसे केस में what we will have to do is we'll have to write down, we have to read every statement and write down whatever combinations we are going to have, and then we'll club the combinations or the linear arrangement, right? So Y reaches immediately before T, so ये लिख दिया, but does not immediately follow W. So does not immediately follow W का मतलब है there is going to be some space between Y and W. Y is following W. When you follow someone, you're actually behind them. So when it says that Y does not immediately follow W, so Y is not exactly behind W. That's what it means, right? ठीक है. Next, X immediately follows T. So X immediately follows T and is subsequently followed by Z and is subsequently followed by Z. Does it say immediately? No. So this may be some place vacant. It may not be. Next, it says W reaches before T. Oh, this was obvious. Who is the second to reach factory? So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here. One person V is already present. So, and we know definitely that there is one person at least here. So this person, I mean, there should be no one, right? So that is X and Z, they are in sequence. They are neighbors. That's what it means, right? So if we place them Z, X, T, Y and W, the leftover letter is U. So U will go here. So who is the second to reach factory? U. The letter, the person we don't see there anywhere in these statements? Okay. So this looks like a question on directions. So Maya walked 10 meters towards north. Then she turned right. Her right is our right, and walked 5 meters. Then she turned right again. So her right is going to be towards south, niche ki taraf, and walks 15 meters. So 15 meters would mean 10 plus another 5. And then she turned left. Her left is going to be our right because her direction is opposite to ours. So this is where her left will be. And she walked 15 meters. Finally, she turned left, that is upwards, and walked 5 meters. How many meters is she away from the standing position? So there are two ways to solve this. One is drawing a right angle triangle and figuring out what is the vertical and what is the horizontal distance she has covered overall. Or the other would be that if somebody moves 10 upwards, let's say, and then moves 15 downwards and another 5 upwards, they actually cancel out each other. You know, 10 and 5 is same as going 15 downwards, so they cancel out each other. So we are left with only 5 and 15 on the same side, so that is 20 meters. As in, she is exactly in the east of where she started from. 20 meters, 5 meters wo component, 50 meters ahead. Okay. So this is a sequence, series ki question hai. So what should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? So this is 2.25, then you have 9, then you have 18, then 72, and so on. So this is 2.25. So how is 2.25 and 9 they are related? The first step is always you think of arithmetic progression. But before you start calculating, see if the values are increasing drastically or are they increasing normally. Normal increase करने का मतलब होता है 20, 21, 22, 23. This is a normal increase. Or let's say 20, 30, 40, 50. This is a normal increase. There is a constant increase. 20, 27, 34, 41. This is also normal. But if I say 1, then I say 10, and then I say 50, then I say 600. This is not a normal increase. It increases drastically, right? बहुत जल्दी जल्दी बढ़ गया. So same thing इधर देखना. 2.25 and 9 and then 18 and 18 to 72 and 72 to 144, 144 to 576. This is increasing very quickly. So this is definitely not an arithmetic series. It's going to be a geometric series or every term must be related to the previous one. So 2.25, how will it become 9? So 2.25 का double होता है 4.5, 4.5 का फिर double होता है 9. So this is 4 times. 9 has become 18, so this is 2 times. 18 has become 72. Double of 18 is 36. 36 double is 72. So this is 4 times. So I believe this is good enough once you understand the pattern. So into 4, into 2, into 4, into 2. Next is supposed to be into 2. So twice of 576 is going to end in a 2. This is good enough for me to figure out the answer. You don't have to actually double it. See, SNAP is all about speed and accuracy. If you end up calculating some simple, if you end up solving some simple calculations like multiplying a number by some number, और ऑप्शन में दिख रहा है लास्ट डिजिट, लास्ट 2 डिजिट्स, तो टाइम सेव जितना कर सकते हो उतना करो. Okay, next question. So there are 8 people who are sitting around a circular table equidistant to each other. Looks like this is a question on circular arrangement, symmetrical arrangement. Each of them face the center of the table, unidirectional, so that's a good thing. So since we have 8 people, so we need a circular table. And when you use a rough sheet to draw a circular table, you can rotate the rough sheet, right? So it becomes easier to figure out left and right. ऐसे screen पे तो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. Because even if I rotate this screen, you guys will find no change. So 8 positions marked. Each of them face the center of the table. 2 people sit between S and R. So where is S, where is R? Completely our choice. But do we know R is to the left of S or to the right? So this statement is not very helpful. You sit second to the left of R. Now this makes a more concrete position to start with, right? ठीक है, तो यहीं से शुरू करते हैं. So suppose this is R, then you sit second to the left, first, second. So this is where U is going to sit, right? Now the moment I have U and R, I need to find out some statement that consists of U or R. So two people sit between S and R, still confused where should I take S. But this next statement says only one person sits between U and P. So if only one person sits between U and P, so the only position P can be diametrically opposite to R. So we're done with this. Next, search for R and P. P के लिए इधर है. T sits adjacent to P. And three people sit between T and Q. So we will have to start someplace. ठीक है, किसी एक जगह तो शुरू करना ही पड़ेगा. So I'm fixing this so that I will not erase these three people if my answer did not turn out. I mean the sequence is not clear. तो अपन इसको नहीं erase करेंगे, the ones that I've circled. So I'll start with two people sit between S and R. So I'm going to take 1, 2. Two people sit between S and R. Okay. Next, T sits adjacent to P. So the only place T can go is here. Three people sit between T and Q. 1, 2, 3, three people. So T and Q, they are supposed to be opposite. Only one person sit between T and V. So T and V, only one person sits. And W sits adjacent to V. Okay, so this makes sense. By the way, what is the question here? Okay, looks like we missed the question. 3, 4, 2, 5. Okay, let me do one thing. Let's draw another case, right? When S is to the right of R, that will give me a good idea as to what could be the question, you know. So 8 people, they are supposed to be sitting at the 8 directions, and P was fixed here, R was fixed here, U was fixed here. So I'm going to take S over here. The only place T can go is here, and opposite to T, we are supposed to have a Q. And then it says W is adjacent to V, and the two positions that we are left with, they are not adjacent. So it doesn't matter where I put W, V will never be adjacent. So this scenario to ho nahi sakta. Okay, so the question was supposedly not how many possibilities are there. So the question is going to be more like how many people sit between these two people. Yeah, this guy is how many positions to the left of the other guy. Okay, we don't know the question. But anyways, I hope you guys understood how do we start, which statement do we start with, how do we find the connecting statements. That way it's easier, we don't get a lot of cases. Okay, another question. This is an input-output question, a very standard question you guys must have come across in NMAT exam as well, if you have given it. So when a number arrangement machine is given an input line of numbers, it arranges them following a particular rule. They will obviously not tell you the rule. The rule is something you have to figure out. The following is an illustration of input and rearrangement. So input is given and step 4 is given, and step 4 is the last step. So what we do is we read the input. याद नहीं करना है, बस ऐसे ही glance करना है. Then you don't read anything at the middle. You straight away go to the output. And you try to see, do we have the same numbers? Nope. If we don't have the same numbers, so it's not about the arrangement. There must be some calculations happening. Are they getting rid of numbers? No, we do have 7 values here and we do have 7 values eventually. So it's the same values, but kuch calculation chal raha hai. So what calculation they are performing from one step to another? Okay. So first of all, they interchange the digits. 23 has become 32, 67 has become 76, ऐसे चल रहा है. Okay. And after that, what do? They sort this in descending order. 89 is the largest, it comes in the beginning. No, this is not descending exactly. So we have 89, then 76. So the ones that do not move from their positions are the even numbered. So descending to ho raha hai, par even numbered positions stay put, they don't change. What happens afterwards? 21 comes in the front, then 32, then 35. So the entire series gets sorted out. So pura ka pura descending ho jayega. And what is the last step? 32, 5. Sum of the digits. Right? 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8. So sum of digits is happening. Anyways, as per the rules followed in the above steps, find out in each of the following questions the appropriate steps for the giving an input. So input is this. They're asking us find the sum of all the numbers in step 3. So मेरे को last तक जाने का भी नहीं है. मेरे को step 3 तक जाना है. Step 3 was right before when we did sum of digits. So the first step is going to have the same number. Second step, we are going to interchange the values. Third step, we are going to sort them. Adha kare, pura kare, how does it matter? Some will remain same, right? So all I have to do is reverse the digits and add them. So 56 is going to become 65, 37 as 73, 18 as 81, 38 as 83, 79 as 97, 63 as 36 and 85 as 58. Bas add karna hai, right? Just because we have rearranged, it's not going to change things. If you look at the options, we have last digits different. So last digit check kar lete. So we have 7 plus 8, 15 plus 5 is 0. Then we have 6 plus 3 plus 1, that is 10. We are left with 3. So 3 should be at the end. So we can't have A or B. And looking at this, it doesn't look like the answer is around 300. 300 to akele ye 3 barabar kar lega. So answer should be more than that. So the only option that makes sense is D, 493. Okay. Question on clocks. At 5:30 in the evening, 5:30 means simply 5:30. The smaller angle between the hour and minute hands is. So very straightforward question. You guys would be aware of the formula that the angle between the hands is given as 30 degrees into the time in H, the hour, minus 5.5 degrees into the time in M. So this is 30 degrees into 5 minus 5.5 degrees into 30. So this is 150 degrees minus 165 degrees. The difference is 15 degrees. Right? So this is your H and this is your M. Well, that's all for the questions. People who are targeting next year CAT 2023, you can join our comprehensive program, which includes a tablet. wherein you can watch all your videos and take your sessions live. There are going to be live classroom sessions, more than 135. Well, last year we did have around 145 to 150. 145 plus tha, okay? So the sessions, they don't get over just because it is supposed to. A session will get over when the concepts are clear and when we are done with it. So we don't rush with the syllabus. Mock tests, you will have getting more than 70 mock tests covering all India MBA entrances, including CAT as well as non-CAT. You will get video solutions as well and attempts by the faculties. So you will be given a practice test series where you will have around 10,000 questions to practice from. A lot of hundreds of recorded lectures, video lectures, not just related to CAT, but other exams, their analysis, the paper pattern, what to expect after the exam is done. All of those videos are available. You will be given books for each BARC, LRDI and QA. You'll be helped with your GDPI and VAT preparation. You'll be given study notes with previous year question papers for CAT and other exams. Right, production engineer, वो पता इसलिए नहीं चला क्योंकि questions were easy, right? SNAP is all about speed. Slot 1 answer key you will discuss at 4. Varun, I have already discussed my slot QA. I'll be doing LRDI today. Okay. Aman, you will know the schedule for the next LRDI session. आप वो YD पे वो बेल आइकन प्रेस कर दो ना, like Varun has done. So you look at the notification like, okay, I want to attend this. Okay, fine. This is not something that the exam that I'm writing, so don't attend it. And we have started our last lab to SNAP and IFT. It happens every day starting with 30th November. So abhi recently shuru hua hai until 9th of December. So 10 days complete revision every day at 7 p.m. Okay, so definitely watch this last lab. And MyCAT 2023 exam analysis will be taken by Mr. Srinivas, and he is going to discuss section-wise analysis, good attempts, exam pattern, and what was the difficulty level of the paper, because that is going to decide, you know, how many should be a good attempt, what would be, you know, section-wise, how much you need to score. So it's supposed to happen 3rd December, that's tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Okay. Thank you everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and subscribe our YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook. And if you have any doubt, please do join our Telegram channel, which is BYJU'S MBA Doubts. And if you want to look into hundreds of more videos like this, all for free, you can download our app. The link is given in the description below. You can download our app from Play Store, log in and watch unlimited videos. Thank you. Thank you for joining. See you guys soon. Bye-bye. No, Samarth, it won't be a difficult task for you. If you are serious, if you are patient, it's not difficult. Not at all. Okay. Today's question were in easy side. So 15 seconds mein ho gaya solve. So production engineer, this is what you are going to expect from SNAP. And how easy you are finding it, it depends on how much you have already practiced, right? Someone who has just started practicing such types of questions, they'll still take some time. So अगर CAT के लिए अच्छे से तैयारी करी है तो ये SNAP and MAT में LR तो बिल्कुल ही मुश्किल नहीं करता, right? Okay, fine. Thank you. Bye-bye.